Happy Tuesday. I almost said the actual day.
I was like, what?
I was like, happy Thursday. Oh, wait,
happy one of these days.
Happy day. Happy days.
Happy day, you know? Whatever day you're hearing this.
Yeah.
Happy that day.
I hope it's great.
Yeah.
I hope it's great. Mason, welcome.
Hey, thanks. Welcome to you.
I kind of like having... it's kind of cool to just be back to like a normal podcast.
Normal podcast.
We've had some crazy podcasts these last few weeks.
It's been a little out of control for us recently.
Which is fun. I mean, it was cool.
Yeah,
it's like traveling. Like, you know, you travel somewhere like, oh, this is a really cool place. When you get home, it's like, oh, this is nice.
I'm more happy to be home. Yeah.
But yeah, I've enjoyed it. My God, my dogs are running around the house.
I
their
doubt
claws are scratching the floor.
I doubt the people can hear.
Yeah? All right.
I mean, I'm trying to be optimistic, man. I don't know. It's really
just
loud.
in case. I usually like if there are weird noises, I'm like, look, I'm just gonna explain. We just we record this in a bedroom, guys.
In a bedroom, and the acoustics, and the dogs, and the girlfriends.
Yes, the acoustic dogs.
We have acoustic dogs.
Not a ton of like big topics or like news topics. I will say right in the front of this top of this episode here, there's a bunch of stuff on Destiny 2 that's changing. I want to kind of give it a week. I think it's going to come out soon, and they had a huge blog, and there's going to be videos. I kind of want to see impressions from people I know that play Destiny a lot. I'd like to play it a little bit, and then maybe next week we'll dive into all of the changes. So we are aware of that, of course, but probably wait until next week to kind of go.
Yeah, just let it settle in a little bit. And,
let it settle, let it chill. And of course we're doing this on a Thursday. So if the fucking gaming world explodes on Friday,
which it could, man,
it's why we're not talking about it right now.
It could happen. Half-Life 3 could come out tomorrow.
Yeah,
you don't know.
Just released.
Just
Half-Life 3 is out.
Phantom drop.
Elder Scrolls 6 gets announced. Here we are.
Would that justify us doing an emergency podcast?
Yeah, probably.
We'd have to, right?
What would we do with this one? Just throw it by the wayside?
Trash this bullshit.
Trash.
No, man, we bank it. We bring it back.
Yeah, maybe just like the next day, be like, here's or you could at the very least, I could go in and very quickly record an introductory bit to this and be like, hey, we know Elder Scrolls 6 is announced, but this was recorded beforehand, so please expect it. And then the next week, we just jump right in.
Drop the bomb.
Because we're back to Fridays, probably.
Yeah.
But I needed to do it Thursday this week because on Friday, tomorrow, I'm going to be going and recording some stuff for music.
Cool.
Musica.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you any big plans for tomorrow that brought on the... I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, cool. So
is that going to be like a Friday thing now?
No, it's going to be Tuesday, Friday, Wednesday. It's just depending on what works best.
Okay,
so
cool.
Probably, for the most part, we'll still be Fridays.
Good to know. Good to
know. I'll let him know that too. That I don't want to use every Friday because it's easier to do on Friday. You don't have to work the next day, and it's just because I know you're like, man,
like today I wanted to do more Dead
12,
Space.
You have to be working less than 12 hours.
Oh, don't tell me
Isn't that crazy?
It's so real when you say it like that.
I know, it's awful.
It's real life.
But it's Friday, and you get the weekend off, right?
Tomorrow.
Saturday?
Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, I'm not working
Saturday. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to work the weekend, right?
Yeah, I'm a little slow right now. I apologize.
It's all good.
Yeah. I'm working a half day tomorrow, and I don't work this weekend.
Got you. Okay. All right.
Pretty excited about that, man.
Any plans this weekend, or?
Not a goddamn thing, and I can't wait.
Nice.
I can't
what are you gonna play?
wait because I hate the holidays and I hate having plans every weekend.
Yeah, I totally understand.
So happy not to. What am I playing, Ian?
Yeah.
I'm
not grumpy. Say whatever you want.
A little ditty by the name, probably, of Stardew Valley.
Oh, cool. Okay. What platform? PS4?
PC right now.
PC. Cool.
And let me tell you why.
All right.
The significant other of mine discovered enlightenment in Stardew Valley on PS4, and she literally cannot stop playing it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I had to tell her, get off of the game at 12 o'clock last night. And I'm not the guy to do that.
No.
Like, I would... Do you, man. Let your flag fly. Like, play the goddamn game. Her obsessed with a video game is like what I've been praying for since I met her. And like, it's finally coming true, but like, I gotta sleep too.
Yeah.
And I can't hear like, do 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 like all night. I just can't do it. Like, turn it off. I can't hear like chop 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 when she's like farming. Like, shut it off. But
and then the next morning she'll be like, oh, I'm so tired.
Why didn't you tell me to get off? But yeah, she's balls deep in that game right now.
That's funny.
So I picked it up on PC on sale for the autumn sale.
And it's not like that's going to be pushing any graphics cards, so it's perfect for your situation right now.
Real well, running it on Ultra. JK, it doesn't have an Ultra, but it doesn't even have graphic settings. But you can turn the music up and down, which is cool.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I have my PC set up in my room, and then she plays it to the right of me on the bed on the PS4. So it's cool. This is like what I've been waiting for, man.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like plan for when she's burned out on Stardew, like what's next.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit her with Minecraft or some shit. Like she does.
Well, she already likes
she
Minecraft.
likes Minecraft, but she didn't dive into Minecraft, which
not
is
like Stardew.
what I need her to do.
I can't wait to get a Switch and get Stardew. What I'm excited about having the Switch is that I'm gonna have like a plethora of games to play.
Yeah,
because it was kind of the reason I didn't get it. I'm like, well, Zelda looks amazing,
yeah.
But then what do I do with it?
That was it. Yeah.
But now if I buy it, in the next 6 months. Boom, Zelda, Mario, Stardew. I'm probably missing a couple others.
You are going to be loaded.
Shovel Knight, just all these games. I won't know what to do with myself.
God, Shovel Knight would be so good on Switch.
Yeah, it's perfect, man. All those kind of games for me, it's not that I dislike them, but I don't want to sit on my PC and play Shovel Knight.
No, yeah.
I don't want to sit on a console and play it.
Yeah,
Those are
I felt that way
games,
too. I loved Shovel Knight on PS4, and I never beat it just because it was like, I don't know, it didn't feel right. You know what I mean? Like, it felt good. It didn't feel bad in any way, but I don't know. It should be mobile.
Yeah.
But
I feel like Stardew is perfect for that too.
Oh, God, Stardew's so perfect.
So I can't wait to play that game. I'm gonna dive into it. And
I hope you like it, man.
Oh, dude, I will.
Yeah.
That's totally... anything like that's up my alley.
Yeah.
And I love, honestly, I've been playing, just as you came in, I was playing Total War today with the new DLC. And, they're different. Totally different.
What?
But... Well,
Stardew and Total War.
Well, because I'm about to compare them,
okay.
So I don't want someone to think that I'm
right.
very clearly similar games.
Very clearly same engine.
I am well aware that they're not any even
right,
close,
right.
But I like process management.
Yeah,
and,
totally.
And pre-planning a
totally.
kind of a layout, right? I mean, I want to make this area grow this.
Yeah, you get one trashed area, and your job is to clean it up.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, this will be a cool area to have my fishing area, and that's what I'm like with Total War. It's like, okay, my plan, I need to consolidate this area. Mm-hmm. This will be my food city. This will be my military garrison city. This will be my ship. You know what I mean? And kind of planning things out. I like that in games.
Yeah, and what's cool is I'm sure in Total War too, those are those kind of games you think about when you're not playing them, which is always really interesting.
What you're gonna do next?
Yeah, I told you the other week I was at work watching crop productivity videos on fucking Stardew Valley. What am I doing? But I need more blueberries. I'm into it right now. I don't know. I'm enjoying it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I still, I still dabble in PUBG every now and then. Kevin and I will hop on. I'm kind of currently in the market for a graphics card. Not really, but kind of. Uh-oh.
Feedback on your videos.
Which?
With PUBG or with Fortnite.
Oh, the me and Kevin videos?
I can't hear you at all.
Hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're on your computer at home, not together. When you're together, you're sitting right there.
Oh.
But when you guys play, and you're on the other, you're playing same you're playing on your computer.
Yeah,
you're on Discord, I assume.
Yeah.
I could I can't hear Mason.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
Or really?
I'm I don't know what Mason's saying at all.
I wonder why.
So that's something I forgot to. Yeah, I don't know. It's because they're awesome to watch, and I'm damn it, I wish you could hear what Mason was saying.
No, I wonder why. But I mean, it can't be my output because he can hear me. You know what I mean?
He can hear perfectly fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder if that's something on the recording end that we can.
Yeah.
I mean, believe me.
I should have talked to Kevin about that. I just reminded me
I'm glad,
as you
glad
said
you brought
that.
that
I
up.
pictured the video in my mind. I'm like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to tell you guys that.
No, believe me, I know I'm quiet. Believe me, but I have my mic right in front of my face.
I don't. It's something with the volume itself. I don't know.
Oh, weird. I wonder.
Figure it out.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a setting on his end. In his OBS or something like that.
Maybe it's his game volume because the game volume and your volume are the same.
Huh.
So could be that. So
anyways, we'll figure that out. But yeah, I'm kind of I'm more window shopping than anything right now for PC parts and graphics cards and stuff. I was actually just checking yours out. Because right now I'm caught up between dual fan GPUs and single fan. I noticed yours is a dual.
Yes.
Seems like that's more common.
Yeah, it's one of those things for me. I had the option because I got to pick every little piece in there.
Yeah.
And Jeff was helping me as I did that. And the dual fan, it was just one of those things where it's it's not that much more and it's worth the extra.
It's worth, it's more the way I've found is it seems like it's more of an investment, especially for me. I don't have the crazy PC yet, but I'm slowly kind of mining my way there, and if I get that card, it's gonna last me a while. And if I go dual fan, eventually I can overclock it and get a better power supply, and there's no risk of overheating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna go that route. But
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like I said, PUBG, right?
Yep.
Doing a little PUBG.
I always get nervous with my PC. So the top, I mean, it needs to be all kind of open. There's like a metal mesh on the top and stuff, and that's cool. But I'm so worried about dust.
Yeah.
It must not be a big deal. I mean, I dusted. I take the dust off of it with cleaner and stuff. But I don't know. I'm always like, man, like it's just sitting there and it feels kind of exposed.
Yeah. Yours runs really quiet, man.
Yeah.
Yours is crazy
quiet, and it never gets any louder than that.
Like you can't hear anything coming out of this thing.
It doesn't even make noise. The mic doesn't even pick it up.
That's crazy.
Like we do our silence checks. I just
realized that.
It doesn't even pick it up on the mic, dude.
Because mine's like click 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 man.
Well, there are games. It's weird. There's a few games where I'll play them, and the games run fine.
Yeah.
But there's a slight.
Oh really?
And I'm like,
I wonder what that is. Yeah, maybe the fan popping up a little bit.
It's weird. It's like, and it's just like a few random games. It's not like it doesn't do it when it's ultra on a new game that looks super beautiful. I mean, it's just a few like specific games.
How strange.
I don't know. It's really strange. Huh. In fact, Rome 2 is one of them, and it didn't do it when you came over, and he wasn't doing it.
Like you can hear it from your PC, really?
Very audibly. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I don't know. I've asked people about it, and they're like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." All right.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I hate that answer so much, dude. Because I get obsessed with shit, and people are just like, it's fine. I'm like, no, it's not. Or what are you doing? If it is,
explain why.
Yeah, tell me why it's fine. What's going on? Like, it's just the old, the old thing. What does that mean?
So was this week? So you actually got to play some games.
I did. I played.
Got a chance to sit.
Finally,
down,
I've been playing games. Well, now that my girlfriend's obsessed with Stardew Valley, we don't have to not have to.
Oh, you got a new TV since we've been able to talk about it.
I did. We haven't talked about that?
Well, no, because the other podcasts have just been kind of crazy the last couple.
Yeah, you're right. I went with Sony route. Very happy with it.
Sony's good stuff.
Yeah, Sony's good stuff. Went 4K. 55-inch, which was perfect. Like, yes. I can't emphasize enough. If it was 1 centimeter bigger, it would be too big.
For what? Your entertainment center?
For my entertainment center, for my living room size. I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? And the way the living room's structured, I'm only 4 or 5 feet away from the TV.
Oh,
so it's crazy.
It looks beautiful.
But I had people in my life who were trying to tell me that I needed a 65-inch TV, and I'm not talking about my girlfriend. And I was Jeff. I'm talking about Jeff.
Why do you
get
need
it out
65?
There? Because I don't need a 65-inch.
But why
TV.
are they saying you need one?
Because he's Jeff. He's like, spend the more money, get the better thing. And I'm like, but what? Well, I don't need it. But like the 55-inch, we went because my TV broke, and then we had a 32-inch out there. We're all kind of like huddled around, like it's a small campfire, and we're all kind of squinting and shivering in the cold, and we're like, oh god,
the forest,
in the forest. And then with the night we turned it on, we had all the lights off. It was like, it was like one of those like crazy like forest hunting lights that hit you, and you're like, oh god. But we got used to it now. Super happy with it. I get kind of obsessed with like visual settings. So
me too. Yeah. I've spent a lot of time messing with that, and I've perfected it.
Oh yeah.
And saved it and named it.
Same exact thing for me. I can't name mine. I wish I could name
mine.
It's some bullshit. I wish I could name mine, but
Dude,
I've gone through.
Vizio is.
I know, man. I know.
They're just the best.
It's too late now.
Dude, Sony's great.
Don't give me buyer's remorse, Ian. I'll return it tonight.
Your TV, I'm sure, is awesome.
I went through each HDMI and went through everything, and I was like, okay, Xbox is here. I like that. Xbox already does this thing well.
Turn on your favorite looking game that's supposed to be bright.
Yeah.
So I put on Skyrim. On Horizon.
Yep.
Those are the 2 games I played.
Skyrim's a good benchmark.
I played it. So is Horizon, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Especially with the PS4 Pro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was on the PS4 Pro and I had Horizon on and I made it look gorgeous. And I said, well, all right, well, I don't want to use this setting on other stuff. Maybe that's what works well for that isn't. So I went to Xbox One, fired up the redone Skyrim.
Yeah.
The special edition.
Yep.
Kept waiting until it was a perfect sunny day on this beautiful view.
You just waited.
And I changed it to the setting that I used Horizon for. It was perfect. I'm like, cool. If it works for 2 totally different games on 2 consoles, then it's just good enough to be on everything.
Dude,
so now it's just on everything.
I'm so glad you have that problem as well, because I was messing with the TV the night we got it, and I would do one setting, which to me was day and night. I would have one and then another one, and I was going back and forth like, okay, well, this will do that, but this will give me less input lag, but we'll stop right here. And I would switch between the 2, and my girlfriend and her sister were like, that's the exact same thing. I'm like, you're crazy. Look at it. And I'm switching back and forth, and they're like, no,
They don't see it. They just don't give a
And
fuck.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Care. I will credit Alyssa there. She definitely was helping.
Yeah, she could tell, and then
she's got an eye.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit. Yeah, they probably knew what it was. They just wanted me to stop so they could watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Goddamn whatever. But yeah, man, got the new TV. Pretty excited about that. To have my TV back in my bedroom.
Yes,
is very nice. I can finally watch big kid shows again,
yep.
which is cool. I want to watch Big Mouth. Really badly, because I feel like
fucking tastic.
I can get through it quickly.
Yep.
And it's just a blast. It's a lot of fun. But we just started Punisher.
So funny, and it's funny. It's one of those things. My favorite kind of humor is funny because it's true.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
That is that.
The
show.
whole thing is about hormones and growing up and being a teenager, and
what girls think as they become women, and what men, boys think as they become men. And...
I've only seen episode 1, and it really only touches on boys. But
it gets into girls.
I was wondering if it got into girls.
It gets into girls. Oh boy,
dude, I can't wait.
And then it goes so far beyond any of that.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I think it's a genius idea, man.
It's brilliant.
The whole idea of the
Have you seen New Punisher to throw you off?
No, I just said a second ago. We started Punisher.
So good.
Oh, I was like, you shook your head. What's happening? So but we only watched episode 1.
Okay, cool. I'm like 4 in. We're on the 5th.
Dude, there's no one. I don't remember if we were recording when we talked about this. I don't think we were. There's nobody in the world, and I'd probably say the same if it was somebody else, who I would have picked to play Punisher better than that.
I think we would have said something, because I always would have been like, John Bernthal should have been Punisher if he wasn't.
yeah. I mean, if we didn't know, maybe, but
because I saw him in Walking Dead.
Yeah,
I mean, I know who he is before that, but that's
big guy, good at being dark.
That is the role he was meant to play. Like,
I want him to be Punisher forever.
Yes.
I want him to do a Punisher movie when this is over.
Like it's Christian Bale as Batman. Yeah, it's like, this is what you were supposed to do.
Hopefully with less controversy. Not controversy, but
just because the voice.
Yeah, the voice, and people. Once you have one side, another side comes out of the fucking woodwork. Yeah. Like, we hate ChristianBale.com.
But just seeing, maybe Christian Bale himself might be a dick, but whatever.
Yeah, we don't care about that. We want the character.
Yeah.
You know, and the guy who plays the character. And dude, John Bernthal is Punisher.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
We only episode 1. It did. Now, I don't want to say caught me off guard, because I kind of expected it, but way more violent in the first episode than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I mean, he is killing people left and right. He's not leaving people behind to be picked up by the cops. You know, webbed to a light pole.
Well, that's the thing. That's.
But I mean,
his character.
But even in the Punisher movie, he kind of like befriended one of the bad guys and would talk to guys. It wasn't terrible. Tom Jane did a good job, playing Punisher.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're right. It wasn't bad, but it's just that now that we have this, it's like
that was what I had to compare it to.
And plus, we'd already seen him in Daredevil season 2.
Right.
And
but I mean, I would argue this is way darker than you know what I mean. Like, from what we've seen, and you're right. He did kill people at the end. He was sniping people and everything in Daredevil, but in that,
remember, you killed a bunch of people.
That fight scene in the prison in Daredevil?
Yeah, that was in Daredevil. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
That was dark, you're right, but
still super brutal.
I don't know, I guess just right out of the gate.
It's cool to know that they're gonna, and I won't spoil anything, but they get back into his past a lot in the show. And that's good. What's cool.
Yeah, the flashbacks with his wife are crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, he keeps living that over and over.
I am loving it. I love the whole that he shows up to work and hits a wall with a hammer for 15 hours. Nobody knows why. He shows up early and he leaves late. Yep. Like, just doing his thing. He's just angry.
Yep.
Just
trapped.
My favorite part, when he kills a guy across the border. Spoilers. Too late, by the way. But God, it's so good.
You mean in the very, very beginning?
The very beginning, yeah. And I mean, it's still a spoiler, I guess. People will complain about anything, but the guy's in Mexico and it shows him in Texas, and God, it's so good. I don't know what about that I like so much, but
the bullets keep.
Just the way, just the idea of that is so cool. But
and the delay on that.
The delay of fires.
You're like, what's going on?
Bam! The girl's like, oh!
Yeah, it's excellent. So yeah, good, if you haven't watched it yet, check out Punisher. It's very good on Netflix, of course. I'm playing Wolfenstein 2 right now, man.
Yeah, still?
I'm almost done with it.
Have you beaten that level you were stuck on when I was here?
Oh, okay. So far
out of the water, right?
I'm almost done with the game at this
point.
Cool. At this point, I love it.
Yeah, really?
So good.
Is it everything you thought it'd be?
It is, man. It's awesome because it's like there's this weird balance in this game where it's utterly outrageous, like a Quentin Tarantino movie, like just over the top kind of like overly gory, kind of cheesy at times, kind of self-aware, but at the same time as it balances this outrageousness with like really serious stuff.
Yeah.
And it all works. Like, it's not like one of those bad cheesy movies that thinks it's good.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, it's cheesy, but it's sort of like these Marvel movies. Like, sometimes every now and then they can get really serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of like that, but even better and darker on one end and lighter on the other. And I mean, it's not realistic in any way. It's completely like totally over the top.
I mean, and forgive my ignorance because I haven't played the first one either.
Right.
But it's like an alternate history kind of thing, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah. So if you haven't played the two new ones, basically what happens is that World War II goes as we know it. However, in like halfway through the war, suddenly, like very suddenly, the Nazis have technology that's eons beyond anything. Like, no one understands how it happened. So, like, out of fucking nowhere, like, they have jet fighters and helicopters and super tanks and robot dogs and
robot dogs.
And, like, their weapons are, like, 50 years, 60 years advanced. They're, like, modern age weapons and modern age armor, and they just crush everything.
Okay.
And then it takes place after the war, and it's in the first game is in 1960.
Oh, cool. Cool.
And so it's just sort of this alternate history with which, you know, when the Germans win, that's kind of part of this. The serious part is like just seeing what I feel like they approached it really like what it would have been like if the Nazis had won.
Yeah.
You know, the Nazis had control. It's not a bunch of cheesy fucking like Inglorious Bastard stuff. Like, it's very, you know, they have these perfect neighborhoods with like, and everything is draped with the flag. And everything is orderly, and they believe in the master race, and all the non-Aryans have been moved into ghettos and walled off,
really?
And they live in these like ghettos and stuff, and they, you know, they're there, and it's like, and everything is propaganda all the time. So you're always like, you know, you're always being labeled as this horrible terrorist, and you'll hear the German soldiers talking about you. You're like, how can a subhuman possibly do this to us?
A subhuman?
Yeah, because
they
they believe, you know, they're the master race, and it was their destiny to own. You know, now we're at the point where they have space flight, so they're like, you know, we're going to take our great conquest among the stars, and it's our destiny to rule the universe. It's like exactly what
to rule the universe.
Yeah, you know, of course Hitler's still alive. You never see Hitler in any of these games.
Oh, you don't?
No, I haven't. Maybe at the end of this one.
Is that like intentional?
Definitely.
Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah, well, there's like
red tape.
Other enemies. Like, the main enemies are these like two very high military commanders. Like the first enemy in the first game is this Nazi scientist who developed a lot of technology. They explain where all the crazy tech comes from, which I won't spoil. They explain where all the crazy tech comes from eventually.
My brain immediately went to time travel.
No,
not
okay. Time travel.
All right, not
something
time travel.
Really like interesting and almost kind of rooted in real history. But obviously it gets more fantastical than that. But it's hard to explain. You should play them, and they're not very long. They don't. You know, it's not like you should play this 150-hour role-playing game. It's. I mean, they're like 10.
What are you saying, Ian?
10 nothing.
I thought we weren't going to go there.
10 to 30. No, it wasn't.
I'm just kidding.
This 10 to 13-hour game, you could beat it in a week's time, and it's a wonderful shooter. Apart from the really good story and like all the characters who are, it's funny and it's sad.
Dude, I still haven't played Doom.
Yeah, Doom is amazing. They're totally different. Like,
oh really?
Utterly.
Like the way they play. I mean,
well, the way they play and just what they do for you.
Okay.
I mean, Doom is the least apologetic, most straightforward game I've played in such a long time. It's like
in a good way.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like, look, just fucking kill everything.
Just kill it, man.
Just fucking kill everything.
We're gonna play a little metal in the back.
Run around as fast as you're
punch that
you're
thing in the
move
face,
way
man.
faster than you used to.
Yeah.
Figure it out and shoot everything that moves.
Figure it out.
Shoot everything that moves. I mean, it's almost like a rhythm game at times. Like, it's almost like fucking Rock Band.
Yeah, that's a good point, right?
I mean, you're just switch, alternate vision, alternate missiles. Cool. Oh, missiles are gone. Machine gun. Here they come close. Switch shotgun. I mean, it's like
the Guitar Hero. Of
it's just
first-person
it's so, and you're moving in the circles and around and flying it up and down and it's just. Whereas as I don't know. I know you haven't probably seen a ton of Quentin Tarantino movies. It's the perfect.
I mean, I love Pulp Fiction.
Okay,
I love.
Yeah, I knew you'd seen Pulp Fiction,
but I can't say
I'm Kill Bill. Any Kill Bill movies?
The first one, maybe.
Okay.
And I hate it because I love Pulp Fiction, but I can't claim to be a Tarantino fan because I haven't seen a lot of them.
Sure.
But,
no, I mean, we'll remedy that someday.
Yeah.
That's just the best way I can use.
But I know what you mean by the way he directs.
Wolfenstein.
It's very different.
It's just you just know that you're watching something that is not. You're not going for realism here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it isn't negative. It's stylistic in its attempt to kind of just there's something about Wolfenstein is for me, and a lot of people might disagree with this, but for me the first one and the second one is like the best straight up feeling shooter I think I've ever played.
Really?
Just from a standpoint, I don't necessarily mean from a campaign, or its campaigns are fantastic too. Some of the level design is not great in the first one. There's some kind of boring sections that are kind of difficult and they're just not great.
Oh, okay.
So it's not the most perfectly designed game, but the act of pulling the trigger, the gun shooting, hearing the sound, and bullets hitting a Nazi, best shooter in that sense. Just you can just feel it, and you hear the thuds of the bullets, and like not to get kind of graphic, but it's just No, I know. These bullets just rip these motherfuckers into pieces.
No, yeah, we talked about it before, like with hand-to-hand combat, like in a game like Last of Us, where you felt
that is a great
great point. That brought me back to like I couldn't think of a shooter comparison.
Perfect.
But like Last of Us, like I haven't played any game other than that felt that way when you were just beating the fuck out of people.
Yeah, and you're just grabbing them and smashing their heads and desks
survive,
and stuff.
like,
Exactly. You're just surviving. That's a really good way to put it. Like, there's this. I've played games that are satisfying. I mean, Battlefield 1's a satisfying shooter.
Yeah, very.
But it because it's multiplayer, you're not really invested in the way. I mean, I fucking hate Nazis, man.
Yeah,
and specifically in this game too. Like, they're so awful, and they're just you get a shotgun and they put you in a subway car. With an automatic shotgun. You know what I mean?
Just
like
going car to car, just tearing apart.
Boom, 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 boom. And like they're all in a they all come in and it's boom, 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 and their legs are flying in every direction and you're just like
I don't mean to laugh at that.
There's no game like, and I don't really shoot guns. I mean, I would.
Yeah.
I'm not like a huge gun nut.
Yeah.
I'm generally not a violent person at all.
Right.
But there are times I'm playing Wolfenstein 2 at 11 at night and I'm like gritting my teeth. It's like, oh, fucking die! Like I just like blowing guys in half.
Playing
and, like,
Rod Stewart in the background.
Plus, when you get up close to them and you hit right stick, the melee, there's all kinds of like melee, like they're automatic kills.
The little bit
they'll try to hit you and you grab them and you chop their arm off and you slap them with their arm and like it's just brutal.
Yeah, the little bit that I played last week when I was here, you showed me a little bit, is that part you were stuck on, but I was doing like a silent assassination and I expected like a knife in the back and then he slowly I think he like hit him in the knee with a hammer and just fucking elbowed him in the back of the head or something.
There's a million different ones. My favorite stealth one is it's the hatchet into the back of behind the knee. Oh, they fall down. It's still in there.
Yeah.
He drags him by the tomahawk in his knee.
Yeah.
Drags him toward it, unlatches, hits him again in the like stomach hip area.
Yeah.
Drags him again toward him one more time, and by this time he's turned over and he's looking at you. He's all scared, and then just buries it in his nose.
Oh my god!
So
Jesus
violent,
Christ,
dude! And it all happens in like 1 second. You're like, pull, face.
Oh my god!
It's like holy shit!
Talk about unforgiving. Dude.
Oh no, it's absolutely unforgiving. Like it's so bad. Like, but it's like GTA. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's true.
It doesn't. I don't feel like. There probably has. I don't know if there's been a game. But I'm a weird. Like, I'm a bitch, dude. Like, even in Assassin's Creed, like I don't even like shooting like animals.
Yeah. That's fair.
I'm like, man,
that's
I kill flamingos. Like,
you kill flamingo. There's no like.
Because like there's this part in Assassin's Creed where it's like a religious thing where you need to get flamingo tongues for some Roman who needs them for some weird religious spiritual thing they're doing.
Okay.
I'm like, cool. So then I start like shooting herons and flamingos out of the sky. These beautiful birds are gliding through the air. I'm like, I feel like kind of a scumbag right now. But here I am with the
murdering people with an auto shotgun.
And I'm just like, so it's fucking awesome. It's a great game. There's some like this game feels a little less inclined to stealth, which I'm not thrilled with.
Oh, okay.
Like, the level design doesn't really lean as much towards stealth, at least not till the end.
Is there any stealth option in Doom?
No, fuck no. That's ridiculous.
I don't know, man.
You gotta play Doom.
I don't know.
Yeah, stealth option.
I gotta ask, man.
That's sort of like, and you wouldn't, like you said, you didn't know, but that'd be like someone sitting down and be like, can I get like a rocket launcher in Skyrim? I'm tired of all these swords. You know what I mean? Like, what?
Come on, man.
What?
That's not the...
Yes, it is, dude. Doom has stealth.
Come
on, bro.
Fair enough.
Come on. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Fair enough. Can I get a rocket launcher in Skyrim? This dragon's really fucking me up. Right?
Yeah, it's good. There's a bunch of DLCs I think they're gonna come out for it. For Wolfenstein.
Oh, cool.
So
cool.
I'm hoping to play those. I haven't beat it yet, so I don't know how this one ends. They're supposed to make a trilogy, but there is good news though.
Okay.
So before
the
weekend, I know, right? Before the weekend, before the Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
Of the games that released in October, Wolfenstein was 14th, which is really bad.
Yeah.
Real bad. Assassin's Creed was like second or first or something. It was way up
14?
How many were there? Like 17.
17 games came out in October?
Yeah, there were a bunch of games. There was a whole list. I can try and find it. I wasn't prepared.
That is crazy, man.
Yeah, so... Oh, you know what? I retweeted it. I'll go on our Twitter. So, I was very scared. Because then we got to Black Friday, and it was already 50% off.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein 2. I got it for $30 on Xbox Live.
Yeah.
That's not good. You know what I mean? Like, that's... Bethesda's in trouble, man, because they released Dishonored 2 last November. Doesn't sell shit.
No, yeah.
They released Prey this May. Doesn't sell anything. And then they released Wolfenstein 2 and it didn't sell. And it's like, fuck, like, they're in trouble. Serious trouble.
Yeah. I mean...
and I just don't know. So, I said there was good news.
Do you feel like they have, real quick, just before you do that, do you feel like they have a little more wiggle room just because of all the Skyrim money they're pulling in?
Yeah, it's kind of why I changed my tune for Skyrim. Because then to give shit to Bethesda, especially after
you're totally
EA
right.
and Activision,
you're completely right.
I was bitching with everyone else. I'm like, really, Skyrim again?
It's a fun joke. Like, it is kind of a
fun.
joke.
Oh yeah, Skyrim for your fridge and all that. I love that shit.
But
I love that stuff
you're
too.
totally. It's keeping them afloat, right? I mean,
I feel like it is,
yeah.
and I don't know. What would you rather than make an Elder Scrolls game annually? I
no.
And so many games make these annual releases. Yeah. It's like people are buying it.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're lying about what's in it.
You're right. You're right.
They're not. They didn't go in and put microtransactions in it. Or
no bullshit.
Boxes in
There's
it.
no bullshit. Yeah.
They keep re-releasing it because they keep selling, and I think it's filling the tank for them when nothing else is.
Yeah.
And these games are not cheap, man. Like none. I mean, I also call bullshit when EA and all them say it's just too expensive to make video games. Or like, you know what? You made $800 million off FIFA. And Ultimate Team alone. Get the fuck out of here. You're making plenty of money. Anyways, I don't like that whole thing, but
Ultimate
Team. It's true.
I know, it's so nuts though, dude. It's crazy.
So what I'm hoping comes from that, and what is scary too, what's scary about it is while it's kind of ridiculous for someone like EA with Star Wars and NFL and FIFA as their frickin' stable of games.
Yeah.
Like, think about the licensing they have, the power of all of these sports and Star Wars and stuff. It's ridiculous for them to say it, but it's easy for our studio who's wildly successful to have some flops and crash. Like it can happen.
Yeah,
it can happen for a studio that isn't EA. And Bethesda has had 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
like one after another of critically lauded games.
Yeah.
They get like
yeah.
90
Yep.
on Metacritic. Like people love them, and they sell a few million copies, maybe. You know, and it's really sad because the games are so good, and they're exactly what everyone is complaining about isn't enough.
Yep.
Straight single-player linear games that are great. The gameplay is amazing. The story is good.
Yeah.
The music is good.
It seems like everybody wants what they're doing from the people who aren't doing it. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. Everybody just wants what they can't have. You know?
And yeah, I mean,
in a weird
it's
way.
fine. I understand there's only so much money and it's expensive, and people don't want to buy a game that only gives them a single player. Like if that's not their thing, they're not going to buy it. They don't want to spend $60 on something that's 14-hour single player.
Yeah.
But for me, like that is what I want. So I'm trying to buy all of those games.
Yeah.
You know, and I skipped out on Battlefront so I could afford Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
And Assassin's Creed and all that. But so good news.
Good news.
Ready for the good news?
I'm ready.
It went to 50% off.
Okay.
On Black Friday.
Okay.
And the top 10 games this year, based on data gathered from IGN Deal's Black Friday articles. So from the Black Friday weekend, and that includes Cyber Monday, Wolfenstein was the #1 selling game.
Booyah! That's a W right there, right?
So yeah, Wolfenstein 2 and Shadow of War nearly tied for first. They also released The Evil Within 2, Bethesda did. Nothing. Didn't sell either.
I don't even remember that game coming out.
All of these games are just face planting.
I don't remember Evil Within 2 at all.
Yeah, well, it just came out in October.
It came out in October?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, there you go. I mean, that's self-evident right there, right? So it just sucks, man. But so Wolfenstein's selling the doors off at $30. I hope that they can make money from that. I hope that they take... I mean, the good thing is, you know, to Bethesda and just publishers in general really care about Metacritic scores.
Yeah.
So they're happy with the game. It's not like they're going to blame... You know, like EA would blame Visceral because Battlefront or Battlefield Hardline wasn't great. And it's like, well, you just had the makers of Dead Space make a Battlefield game, you fucking idiots. Like, you know, why would you expect anything other higher than 75 Metacritic?
It's true.
I don't know, man. Like, what do you think? What do we have to do? What are they gonna do?
I don't know. It's weird that it's not weird, but you bring up that it dropped to $30 and then it jumped to first place, and I immediately think of like when not that they're similar, but when Rocket League came out. Remember how it went free to play to begin with, and it exploded because Twitch picked it up and all these guys were playing it and it found a competitive scene and everything, and then they add a price tag to it and those guys are doing well. You know what I mean? Like, so I think you have to do something differently to get people's attention like that, but I don't think that's why they were doing it. You know, to your point,
I think they were doing it to try to get people to buy it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Is
There's a free trial on Xbox,
which no games do. I mean, not very many. You know what I mean?
Because they're confident. The thing is, the game is damn good. I know if you were just sitting at home and you played that free trial, I have a feeling you'd buy it.
Of course.
Because you'd be like, this is awesome.
No, I loved what I played. I mean, I played 5 minutes of it and I had a blast.
Yeah, I think that like they're like, look, just play it. Because people just see it and they're like, oh, it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And dude, a free trial on a game that's less than 20 hours long is risky. You know,
yeah, it's like an hour
what's
or 2
the trial?
hours.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but you know, they're banking on it. Their product's good. We know that. The people who play it know that. But you're right. I think they just have to get people to play it. So I don't know what you need to do.
No.
You know what I mean? In the current, I don't want to say climate, but you know, in the current gaming world, the current gaming climate, it's like that's not what people are buying. It's just not. I mean, people are. But
do you think that will change, or is that forever? Or
I hate when people say this is how it is now, because like, well, someone said that before and now it changed. You know, what I mean? Like, sure. So and I'm not a professional in anything, so I can't speculate on how it's going to be or how it should be or how it is, but just where we're at right now. You know, I think it fluctuates. I think, but I think if you told me that tomorrow Elder Scrolls 6 was coming out, I think that game would explode. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. But it has a name. The Wolfenstein...
Yeah. But Wolfenstein's been around...
Well, right.
You know what I mean?
This Wolfenstein
you're right.
series...
No, you're right.
The first Wolfenstein, The New Order, the one that came out in 2014...
Yeah.
It didn't sell either.
But people loved it. People who played it.
Critics
who
loved
played
it.
loved it. Yeah.
And I don't know how many copies it sold. I mean, maybe it sold eventually.
Yeah.
It's always on sale. I bought it for PC for $14 on Steam.
Excuse me.
And then I bought it again on Xbox for $6.
Really?
So $20 for 2 copies of New Order. It's one of the best first-person shooters of this generation. And
That's
Wolfenstein
crazy,
2
man.
so far is even better than the first one.
That is crazy.
So I can't wait to review it. I don't think I'll have it this weekend. I really wanted it this weekend,
but you got Total War.
Haven't been able to beat it. And then so that's the other thing I'm playing right now.
Yeah, jump into that.
Well, real quick,
I'm sorry.
I'd love to. So this was the best-selling games from Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So basically Friday through Monday of that crazy weekend. Here are the top 10 selling games from least, but being in the list is good.
Okay.
Least to the highest. Assassin's Creed was 10. They were like in the top 3 in October when released, so they did sell pretty well. Assassin's Creed Origins at 10. Call of Duty at 9. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild at 8.
Really?
I feel like people must have just been buying Switches, so they just
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good point. I'm like, why?
There were no Switch deals.
Yeah, you're right.
But I have a feeling everyone's like, fuck it, I want it.
Yeah.
And they just started buying
Maybe they thought it was on sale or something.
Destiny 2 at 7.
Okay.
Number 6 was South Park, The Fractured But Whole.
Okay.
Cool. Single player game.
Yeah, true.
Same with Legend of Zelda, so that's good.
Yep.
Here's what's odd. So this gets really, really cool. Bethesda put everything on sale, and they dominated this weekend. Number 5, Prey. Number 4, Dishonored 2. Number 3, The Evil Within 2.
What?
Yep. Number 2, Middle Earth Shadow War. That's not
Yeah,
them. And then 1, Wolfenstein. So their 4 big games
Made the top
of the
5.
last year, so November 16 to November 17, made the top 5 highest selling game. Which what that tells me is that there's one of two things. One, there are people like me who really wanted to play that game, and those like their type of game, but something else came out. Assassin's Creed for me,
Right? Yeah,
a top franchise of mine. You know, Call of Duty just came out. Mario just came out.
Yeah.
So it's like these are like these flagpole, like tentpole franchises with a big loyal fan base.
Yeah.
And they bought those games and went, damn, I can't afford both.
I think you're right.
Right? So there's that group. And then there's the other group who's like, I don't know. There's no multiplayer.
Right.
There's not a lot of replayability. Do I want to spend that kind of money?
And I think that's okay.
No,
I
I'm
think
not
it's
insulting
totally okay.
that at all. I'm just saying I think that's what's going on with these games.
And
they go on sale and they sell like fucking hotcakes.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. I think that gets people's attention, and now they're like, okay, now that's worth worth my time.
But can Bethesda afford to sell AAA games for $30?
Probably not. What I was going to say though is like I think a lot of people, maybe a majority of the people, are now in like a bang for your buck kind of mindset.
Yeah,
people who
that's what Black Friday's all about.
People who are who aren't like you and aren't just wanting to get into the story and learn and be a part of a world. They just like, how many hours can I get out of this? Because if you take out story, what does that leave? Playability. You know what I mean? Like, does it work, and how long can I play it for? And And if you're not interested in the story of Wolfenstein, what do you have?
Well, yeah, nothing. Because what I know, as soon as I beat that game, I'm probably just going to uninstall it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll forever be one of your favorite first-person shooters, and you'll never play it again.
Yeah.
Same with Last of Us. I couldn't... It's my favorite game of all time. I tried to beat it twice, and I just couldn't. I stopped. I don't know. I made it to the...
Dude, Red Dead Redemption happened with me.
Yeah.
I started playing like, this is fucking amazing,
you already
but
know
I remember everything.
And I think that might be part of the quote-unquote problem.
Yeah.
It's not.
It is part of the problem.
Yeah.
That is the problem. I think you make a great point. I just don't know what that means for us, for the gamers and for the industry in and of itself. I mean, I don't feel that those games are ever going to go away.
No.
Can't.
It's weird to think that, because you're always going to have the studios like Bethesda that are catering to us and catering to first-person shooters, and but maybe kind of how we talked about with Skyrim, they're obviously going to keep doing Elder Scrolls, but like those
Fallout.
Yeah. No, you're good. And those games cater to the modding community, which is huge.
Yep.
And so I think that modder money is going to be keep their AAA first-person games afloat.
Something about Fallout and Elder Scrolls 2 that somehow they just, even though they're nerdy as fuck, right? I mean, they are as far as games go. Call of Duty it's not, right?
No, yeah, you're right.
But that said, I know a lot of people who
Dude.
aren't hyper gamers.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, dude, Skyrim's so fun, man."
Dude,
You're right?
me too. Yeah,
I love
remember
like shouting them off the cliff.
Yeah, when you
awesome.
do the thing where you first roll on
and they buy it.
Yeah, which is great. Which is
Please
totally
do.
great. And which you bring that up, which is funny.
I'm not trying to insult those people, by the way.
No.
I kind of made them sound like, and that was not my intention.
Ian's just bad at impressions.
I'm good at impressions. Unfortunately, I'm just kind of a dick.
Yeah, I mean,
but I didn't mean to.
Well, I think they know what you meant, and that's funny because that's a funny point you bring up. I was going to bring it up too. You know, as much as I hate to say it, I was in high school when Skyrim came out, and I remember it was like my freshman year or my sophomore year, whatever.
Really?
Right? Is that
no
right?
way.
Is that right?
No way, because I graduated in 2010, and it came.
Dude,
out
I graduated in
2011.
2013.
Yeah, so your freshman year then would have been 09. 4 years. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 10 would have been your freshman
so 11
year.
would have been my
So
sophomore.
it was your sophomore year.
Yeah, I remember.
Weird.
Yeah, crazy, man. I know. I'm like 12.
But you're not, because you're just like us.
Yeah. But I appreciate
I
that.
never think about your age.
Dude.
And every time you bring it up, I go, what?
Yeah, I know.
Because there's just no fucking way.
Dude, everyone does that at work, too. They're like, hey, we need your birthday for this.
You're very
for this
intelligent
calendar.
and you're very mature.
I appreciate
I
that.
always forget that you're way younger than I am.
I really do appreciate that. It is funny. People are like, hey, we need your birthday for this work calendar. And I tell them, and they're like, okay, stop. We really need your birthday. Which is funny because I look like a 12-year-old. Like,
No, you
I don't look old,
No,
you know what I
you
mean? But I like to think I act a little bit older than I look. But where I was going with that is I remember my sophomore year, and I was kind of an introverted kid, obviously. You know what I mean? It's just
so was I,
I kept to myself and hung out with my nerdy friends and stuff and did my thing. And
Sounds similar.
I kind of did sports here and there. And but I knew guys, like I did 1 year of football, so I befriended guys. I did swim the rest of my high school career. I don't want to say fucking career.
Yeah, whatever.
What a waste of a word. My time in my high school prison. And so I befriended some like athlete guys, some jock guys, stuff like that. And I specifically remember this guy Peter talking to me about Skyrim, and this is not a guy. This is your Call of Duty guy. And he's like, dude, you can like have 2 spells at one time. Like he's like he was like losing his mind about it. He's like, you can have like light in one hand and a fireball in the other hand. And he was talking to like other jock guys about it, and I was like mind blown. I was like, this is crazy. In a game about dragons, and there's fairies and giants and like mammoths and shit.
And that's the thing, like we've talked about this before with like when we have our little faux argument about not playing Horizon and Witcher and all that stuff. But just as far as and talking with Kevin about not playing those games either, like we always at the end of the day when we come to our our agreement, which is everyone plays the game and we get different things out of them. Yeah. And while I don't think that they get the same or honestly as much from Skyrim as I do, I'm not saying that in a judgmental way at all, because I know there's stuff that I play and that I do that other people are more into. Yeah, that I don't get the same out of it as they are. So that is not a judgmental or pejorative thing.
But I mean, Elder Scrolls, the history behind it.
I read the books and shit, and that's my thing. But that doesn't matter. Right. That game is there to serve to entertain you in whatever way you'd like to be entertained. Like for me, it always kind of bugs me when I watch a streamer or whatever, and they make a character in Skyrim and they make him really ugly, and they name him Bobby Jones Hooligan, right. And they run around, they're fat, and they're jumping around. Like, that to me is just crazy. I'm like all immersive, like I fucking walk around in town and like
you wave at
change
people.
clothes, like when I'm not, like when I'm asleep, I'm in robes.
You don't
and,
even wait with the weight button.
I like literally role play in those games, and I do. Like I'm not afraid to admit it. I fucking role play in role playing games. And like. But it doesn't matter that other people don't do that. Make a stupid fat cat face with that's all deformed with tumors. You bought the game and you're supporting this kind of game. Yeah. And fuck it. Like the
part we needed you to do, you did. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now just have fun.
Yeah. Just do that's what you're supposed to do. You know. So like I'm glad that they have those games, and we always forget about ESO.
We do always forget to talk about ESO,
dude. It's been a little while since I played, probably like a month or so. Okay. But every time I get on there, that place it's jam-packed, man.
Really?
Yes. That game has a fucking community, man.
Is there just like one server?
And they've sold over 10 million copies of that game.
That is nuts, man. Why are more people not talking about ESO? Well, I feel like you're the only person talking about it.
I mean, how often, and now obviously this might be skewed because our group that we hang out with.
Right, yeah, you're right.
But think about it overall. I mean, in gaming community that you take place in, how often do you hear about World of Warcraft?
No, you're right. No, you're completely
It's
right.
just because it's not new.
It's not new. Yeah.
It has its community. And then it's grown because people like me are like, yo, Mason, this game is awesome, bro.
Yeah,
Do you like Skyrim? Yeah, you should play it. And then they go buy it.
Yeah.
And it's just like this word of mouth thing. And they've made so many improvements, too, to the game. I'm planning on getting back into it because there's kind of a wonderful lull here.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm done with Wolfenstein, I'm done for 2017. I can't wait to finish Wolfenstein.
Yeah, you're right, dude.
What else is there? I mean, if I get a Switch.
Yeah. If
but I don't think I'm going to get one for a little bit longer. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm done. I've played every game that will release in 2017 after Wolfenstein 2.
Huh.
So then I can just play Total War and ESO.
It's kind of like...
And Assassin's Creed.
You feel a little lighter, don't you? Right? Like
yeah.
a little
I'm looking forward to the little next, like, summer-ish. Because I'm hoping to have an Xbox One X.
Yeah.
And I'm going to replay through Witcher because I still have never played the DLCs.
Really? Haven't even touched them?
For the same reason you haven't played Witcher. It's
no,
like,
I'm not like,
I gotta, like,
oh, you
jump
piece
back
of shit.
But I mean, I can kind of relate.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just don't have...
Right. Absolutely.
I'm not ready. I'm not prepared to jump into that right now. But I have a 110%... I know I'm going to do it. It's one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump back into that game. But I wanted to wait because the reason I'm waiting is because it's getting an Xbox One X update.
Oh,
for 4K.
okay. It's going to be one of the enhanced.
It might not make a difference, but I might as well.
Might as well. You get
so
one
that's kind of why I'm waiting,
yeah.
and then it'll be like a fun thing. It'll make me excited to get the console, like have a brand new game. I'll have all the DLC, and there won't be.
That'll be a blast. Yeah, because Witcher, you have to dedicate yourself to Witcher because you have Rome 2 right now. You're trying to finish Wolfenstein.
Yeah, Wolfenstein I should finish relatively soon.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah. I will definitely finish it this weekend.
Yeah,
there's no doubt in my mind.
But I think when Witcher came out, we were still working together, right? Right?
Yeah, it came out. No, I think I was working at Waste Management.
Oh, were you?
It came out in 2015.
Okay, yeah, you might have been.
So
Gee, that's crazy how long ago that was. But yeah, you might have been because I just remember.
It came out in May of 2015.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's right as I had started.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I started in like April at Waste Management.
I just remember when we would talk, like Witcher was what you were doing. You know what I mean? Like you were playing. You're gonna play games? No, I'm playing Witcher.
Yeah,
like, that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And
it's just
for quite a while.
One of the best
it's
gaming experiences I've ever had. It's one of those ones. It's just things where you just remember. Like the first thing when the credits rolled on Witcher, I got sad, not because it was over, but because I knew I'd never get to play it for the first time again.
Yeah, dude.
I'm never gonna experience.
That's how I felt with Last of Us, man.
Yeah,
that's exactly how I felt.
I'll never play this game and be so surrendered to its perfection, or as close as perfection as you can get.
Yeah.
I gave it a 9.5. I didn't give it a 10.
Yeah.
I remember Kevin being like, dude, I'm proud of you. Because like
you were critical, man.
Yeah,
you were critical. You did your job as a reviewer. And
the horse controlled like shit, and there were a few funny physics glitches, and therefore it was not a 10.
I'm proud of you.
Last of Us was a 10.
God, that game.
I didn't run into any problems.
I can't. When I rolled credits on that game,
I can't. Can you think of what's an issue you have with Last of Us? Really? No, I don't. If I have to come up with something, I would say, which is kind of the problem with Uncharted. There are a couple times where I'm like, can I not have fight like 15 dudes right now? But I mean, I am stretching.
You're reaching. You are reaching.
I am reaching so much. But there are times where it's like
there's times where there's 15 dudes. You know what I mean?
A lot of dudes coming out and it's kind of keeps going and keeps going. I'm like, oh my god, I need a break. But
you're right.
It's not as bad as Uncharted gets. That real bad.
Uncharted 1 and 2 were the worst.
3 is terrible too. With that.
3 is pretty bad.
During the ship in the sunken.
That whole area is shit. God. But if I had to reach, for Last of Us, there were particular areas that I can think of that felt a little, and it's not even bad because it's just a video game, that felt a little mapped out. Like you were very obviously supposed to go here and kill that guy to
Most
get over.
Most of the time, like the level design is perfect in that game, but you're right.
I'm telling you,
we both had to reach
I'm cutting mine and your arm off and taping them together and gluing it on Alyssa to reach.
That's
you know
why
what
that game is a 10.
It's
that's why that game is a 10.
So good.
And honestly, what's crazy is I don't think it needed a sequel. I mean, I'll play it. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the fuck out of it. I don't know.
I want to play it, but I
you're right.
I don't think it really didn't need a sequel.
It's hard for me to play devil's advocate on that, which I have to do.
I like that you do that.
But like I want so much more, but I know from experience it's not going to be what it was. It probably
it'll be better.
Maybe it'll be better.
But I can't conceive of it being better.
There's no way.
Or even as good.
There's no way. That bar
that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
is so high.
Yeah.
If they do almost anything different.
But hell, man, Alien was followed by Aliens.
No, you're right.
And to me, those movies are equal in grandeur. And it's because they're so different.
Yeah.
So maybe maybe they're going to change some things up a little bit.
What do you change? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously, different characters, different
bigger
setting,
scope.
different scope, different time,
yeah.
different, you know what I mean? But like, as far as the gameplay goes, I don't want
you to change it.
any of that fucked with. You know what I mean? I don't want any of that changed.
No. Maybe like some of the clickers are so hard to stealth against.
That's a personal problem, Ian.
It was fun.
No,
I love stealth.
But I mean, I don't want the music to change. I want the same guy. I don't remember his name.
Yeah,
but I want
the same
new
music, but same composer.
New music, yeah, same composer. I mean, I want not much to change. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I want my Joel. I want my Ellie. I want my Troy Baker. I want my Ashley Johnson. Like, I don't like change. I just don't. But I think you need it to, especially for a sequel. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I don't know. Yeah, we'll find out.
I agree with you though. I hope that it. Yeah, I mean that's gonna be something else to have that come out. And I'm trying to think of like probably the next time a game comes out. I'm assuming God of War is gonna come out in like February.
Yeah.
Or March.
Do we not have a date on that yet?
Early 2018.
That's a date, right?
Like we're just gonna keep showing you the footage over and over and over again. And every single time Sony has a press conference, we're gonna show you all the same trailers again.
And Skyrim on your fridge.
You just fucking released this game already. So, and then I don't know when Spider-Man is supposed to come out either.
I don't know either. And then
summer, you think?
Did Days Gone
get a summer game?
Did Days Gone get pushed?
I feel like Days Gone's in trouble.
I feel like every time I hear the name of that game, my interest in it goes further and further.
I'm amazed you remembered. I can never remember. I always was like, the Last of Us clone.
Last of Us 0.5.
To be fair, I've said on record in some of these podcasts where I say, as a game designer, copy good shit.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But that doesn't mean like there's a little bit of inference there. Like, whoa. I don't mean like. Copy everything.
I didn't mean be a gritty guy who fights zombies.
And like have your combat be where you grab them and zoom in and smash their faces against objects.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, I just mean as far as like, if there's a great mechanic, like don't be afraid to like the one I always wanted everyone to use. I'm like, look, Mass Effect has invented the best form of in-game converse dialogue ever.
Yeah.
Don't ever just steal it. Everyone do it. And they have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect. That's what I mean by copy.
Oh yeah. It's never bad if it ain't broke.
Any first-person shooter from here on out. Let me right click that right stick and just brutally murder motherfuckers. It's the most fun. Well, and that's actually Doom. Doom has that as well.
Yeah.
When you shoot them and you do enough damage, their bodies flash a color.
Yeah, and then you like massacre them with
there's all kinds of different ones.
Don't you like gain you like level up as you murder people?
Like there's this one, there's these big fat demons.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're going to shoot their big cannons, and they can do a lot of damage. So you shoot them. When you see them light up, you run up to them. One of them is you punch them in their fat-ass stomach. You pull all their demon guts out, and you shove all their demon guts down their throat.
What the fuck?
It's so badass, dude.
Oh, my God, dude. I got to play that game.
Oh, it's so good.
I got to play that game.
That is the perfect... If you don't want... If you want the somewhat non-committal game...
Yeah.
And you're also not feeling like I don't know if I want to hop online and like deal
right,
with
yeah.
That is perfect right there. And I'd let you borrow it, but I can't.
Ooh,
it's digital.
Oh.
I buy a lot of that.
I was like, ooh, you heard it here, folks.
But I honestly, knowing you, man, like you'd love Doom.
Yeah.
But I think you might prefer Wolfenstein a little bit.
Okay.
Because you still get that same first-person shooter ness.
Yeah.
But you also get some of the story, which I know that you appreciate.
I'm super interested. You even talking about, the Nazis kind of find new tech. Or not find, but they get new tech, and we don't really know how. That right there, I'm like, mystery, I want to know.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know.
Oh, yeah, dude. Especially with, like... And the presentation is so good, and you always feel like such a badass, but it's not to the point where the game's broken. It's difficult.
Yeah.
The AI isn't good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like, oh, wow, they're flanking me. But they take cover and they shoot at you and they can hit you, and it can be difficult. They put you in some difficult spots, but there's just something about the fact that you become this feared Nazi murderer, and they all know who you are.
It's kind of over the top.
You're Osama bin Laden. You're on every like poster and in every newspaper.
It's such an interesting dynamic.
They fear you so much, and people, you'll hear like people in the streets like, I don't understand why they all have to be so violent, and like they can't get their way through violence. And, like we're just trying to live our lives, and like they just want to live, they're just killing all these people, and like it's crazy. Dude.
I wonder. Never mind. What did you talk? Dude, we're at an hour.
Yeah, we are.
Killed an hour. That was crazy.
Go to sleep.
Go to me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep.
Like, go eat. Go to bed.
I have to go to work at 5:30.
Half day though.
Half day.
That gets you through it right there.
Oh, all day.
Half day starting at 5:30. What are you at? 9?
9:30. Dude, I'm out. And then I'll be sneaking out like right as my girlfriend gets to work.
What games are you gonna play?
Which I definitely intentionally planned.
Are you just gonna play
Stardew? No, not just Stardew. Stardew, I'll probably. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, that was weird, dude. Your monitors. Do you have that pre-programmed to like for like voice cues and stuff?
No.
Like every time I talk, it's like Horizon or Witcher. Maybe I will.
No, but seriously though,
maybe I'll dive back in.
Completely understanding like, oh, this is long.
Yeah.
I mean, that is half the length of Witcher.
You're totally right.
I mean, it's not.
If that.
Yeah. And you're already like.
I'm already 80%
9 in or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway,
maybe I will. Maybe
I'd love to talk to you about it.
Absolutely.
Literally, no one else has played it.
That's crazy. Jimmy didn't play it.
I don't know if Jimmy played it.
Jimmy plays everything. Even though
I know he beat Witcher.
Jimmy doesn't sleep.
He's the only other part of the group that beat Witcher.
He beat Witcher?
Yeah. Because I got to talk to him about the ending.
I know Jeff.
Awesome to talk to him.
I know Jeff got Witcher like for free with his PC, but no, he'd never play. I don't know, man. I would love to. Maybe I will since I'll be home tomorrow. I think
it's one of those things. I like to take my dogs for a walk.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, I don't want to go for a walk, man.
Yeah.
And as soon as I want to walk, I'm like, this is nice.
It's kind of nice. Dude, you're totally right. Because like anytime I do play those games, before I'm like, I'll just turn it on and I'll play a couple minutes. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm in. I'm in for, you just, the thing comes out of the TV and just kind of pulls you in. But
we gotta play some Dead Space, bro.
Not we today. Do. I know it sucks.
We gotta do Mason Missed It.
Mason Missed It. Dead Space.
I want to do Gladiator next. Can we do Gladiator next?
Yeah, dude. You don't have to ask me. I have to ask you. Like,
I've been dying to watch that movie. I've grabbed it a couple times. I'm like, oh wait, and I put it away.
Something happened to me today, and I knew I had to tell you about it. I thought you'd enjoy this. A guy walked by me with a Wayland Yutani shirt on.
Oh, nice!
And I was like, dude, nice shirt. But he's super awkward because he's wearing a Wayland Yutani shirt.
I'd wear one.
I know, but you're not awkward. But a lot of guys like us are awkward. I'm pretty awkward. But like, I would have said, thanks, man. And he just like laughed and went in the bathroom. But I was like, but I knew what your shirt was. Yeah. All right, yeah. We're like, we got a thing.
That is cool that you see that and you're like, yes, you know what that is. I love that moment. Yeah. It's a great moment.
But he smiled, at least.
Yeah, so it was a form of acknowledgement.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But
I've been that guy before where you don't say anything on accident. You're like, and then you just do your thing. Like,
yeah, maybe
and then like 2 minutes, and then like you're going pee, and you're like, I should have said something to that guy.
I caught him like right as he was going into the bathroom.
So maybe
he was like,
yeah.
And then while he was peeing, he was like, what a guy, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Great guy.
I was like, I should have said something.
Yeah.
Should have said thanks.
I should have gone in after him.
Yeah. Started peeing next to him. Well, alien, huh?
Dude, Willie,
yeah. Fuck those guys.
He just leaves. You hear the zip. He just walks out. Dude, let's wrap it up.
There's the podcast, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this week. It was fun. It was a nice lax podcast. And hopefully we will be seeing you guys next Tuesday.
We will. Later.